Hello everyone, my name is TheNadei, and recently my channel hit 1000 subscribers, thanks to all of you. That's almost equal to the amount of times I had to fucking look at part 3 to make those analyses. Today I want to discuss a personal topic, a quick one. As an anniversary that came out of nowhere for me, I decided to tell you guys my journey with JoJo. A journey that is kind of random, and I personally believe it's quite a bit different from the usual. Now I want to keep my word and keep it short, because this might be a lot of crap to digest. So, it starts somewhere in 2016, and believe it or not, before then I had never heard of JoJo. I had never seen anything of it ever, or at least I think I didn't? Not sure. And I was an active member when it came to all things anime, so I have no idea how I managed to avoid interaction with the franchise until then. Anyway, on Discord, two friends of mine discussed an anime. I lurked a bit and saw what they were talking about. It was Diamond is Unbreakable, the manga. As during then, the anime just started and I still wasn't aware of an anime even existing. I only knew of the manga. And while I did like to watch anime, I didn't really read manga. So I asked them what this was, and they said it's JJBA, Diamond is Unbreakable. They then, not exactly sure when, but at some point they posted a link to a website where you can read the manga. And they also posted the iconic panel for me, of colored Josuke standing. I believe it was his final pose in the manga. Well, I can definitely remember it being his final cinema design anyway. Now, because I'm not that smart, yes, I did read part 4 before anything. Up to, I believe, Jotaro and Josuke fighting, and then I stopped, because it was really weird. The name made it justice. I stopped for a few months, before I asked my friend once more, or maybe he told me to try it, I'm not sure. But he linked me the fight with Dio vs Jotaro, which was my first interaction with the anime. He told me that this anime was about big men fighting each other with their wrestlers. My god, was I confused. And I was only a little bit interested. I'm not a fan of wrestling. However, when my buddy linked me the anime, he told me to start with the 2013 version and not the OVAs. I was confused, but I tried anyway. We are near the end of 2016 now, so yeah, I began watching episode 1. And before I even saw anything other than the mountains in the background, I stopped. I don't know why. However, don't worry, of course, I did try again. And then I binge watched the anime, finishing somewhere in early 2017. I watched some YouTube videos, yada yada. In the summer of 2017, I began reading the part 5 manga. I kept on reading until I was catch up to the manga at the end of the year. However, there was a big problem for me. I struggled to read part 8. Because I'm a special type of idiot and like my manga colored. However, during here, the colored manga was really slow. Like, right now, it's almost catch up. But back then, god, it was nowhere. And it was even harder to find the more recently colored chapters. So, well, I stopped. Many times. Always looking for more chapters. I managed to keep the struggle up until I got to the Highway Star, the Blue Lagoon arc. Wink wink. However, then I gave in and read Black and White. I catched up to the manga, and this is it. Funnily enough, I predicted the entire Doctor Who arc, from what will happen to what the stand can do. I never managed to do that again. Reading what I thought would be how one of you might work, yeah, no. I never managed to predict anything ever again. Outside of Cave's return later on, but that was pretty obvious. Just like the return of Carter, but yeah. That's my journey. Short and simple. I hope all of you have a great day and enjoy your summer. I'll continue working on more videos. I promise. Don't worry. So, see ya!